Hello everyone, welcome back in another video. I am Vaibhav, and we are going to see our today's video topic is the difference in between equals to operator and dot equals method. Today date is 28th of July 2022, and we are going towards our video topic. In our video topic is basically depends on a equal on a comparison cases. So basically, we are comparing any string or any specific variable or object by using different methods, or by using different types. So one of them, one of those, that is the equal to operator. Equal to operator is a comparison operator, comparing operator. In this operator, we are going to compare two different or similar strings or objects or data with each other. That means we are comparing the two different character variable or data with each other. So in our equal to operator, basically we are prefer to check that address of the given string or of a given object is present. So how is done? Let's see. Suppose we are creating two objects. One of them we are creating by using a literal method, that is like a string s1 is equal to hello. That is our first object, and we are creating another object by using new keyword or by using a creating a new object that we are writing as a string s2 is equal to new string, and within that bracket there is a hello. So that time we are going to compare that both objects or strings by using equals to operator. In this case, there is we are creating first object by literal. That literal object will that literal string will store their data or store that whole string within the within that loop memory. That is our constant. That is our SCP. That is string constant pool. It store their all data in their string constant pool. So that's the s1 is a reference type for that string that pointing towards the data which is stored in that SCP. That means that it locate or it directly uh, pointing toward that data which is stored in our SCP. When we are accessing on that S1 S1 reference, that will directly take us toward that specific memory allocated area, in that specific memory allocated area. And in another side there is a s2, that is we are creating by using new method. We are creating that object. That means that object will be stored within the heap memory. That means when we performing on a s2, that s2 is a reference for that data which is stored in heap memory. That means that s2 are pointing towards that string which is stored in heap memory. That means when we using that equals to operator, it see the s1 and s2 are stored in what manner. That means our s1 is stored in SCP, that is another memory location, and our s2 is stored in heap memory, that is another location. That means both these two different references are having different memory location or different objects are there. That time it gives us output in terms of boolean, that is true or false. In our previous case, it gives us output as a false because they are referencing or pointing the different two locations for that memory. That's why it gives us output as false. In another case, if you are coding if you are writing a code, that time we using a counter. That time we firstly at initial stage we giving a counter like int count is equal to 0. that time we are initialize that variable in a heap memory. After that we are writing a code. Within that code we are putting some conditions. If that condition is true, that time our counter get increased, or if our counter is equal to 0, that time that condition is false. That means here comes the operation of our equals to operator. We are writing as counter is equal to 0. That means we are initially defined that counter is equal to 0 at initial stage. That is that counter and 0 are having same location. That's why it show us if counter is equal to 0. That means it give us a output as a true, and after that that if block will be executing after that condition. The overall scenario is that our equal to operator giving us output in terms of boolean, that is true or false, after the checking their memory locations. So let's we go toward our next comparing method, that is dot equals method. When we when we are creating any objects, that time we use a dot. Dot is nothing but it is the pointing that specific object which we are going to create a function on it. So syntax for equals method we can written as our previous example, we can written as s1 dot equals, after that parenthesis we are giving the another object in that parenthesis, that is s2, and after that end of block. In this case we are writing as s1 is the first, s1 is our first comparing object, after that dot and the name of our method, that is our is equals, and after that within that parenthesis there is a another object. That means we are comparing s1 with the s2. So in this case we are going to check some parameters like a length or character. Let's see, if consider in my first string there is the length of that string is 5, and in another string s2 are having length is 4, that time it will give us output as a false, because the length of that strings are different. That's why it give us output as a false. That is one parameter. After that another parameter is comparing each character within that string. That means if there are two strings, that is hello and hello, so in this string if I return that first hello in uppercase and another hello is in lowercase, that time it takes one character from these both strings and comparing with that each other by their ASCII values or by their position. That time if they are having different character presence, that means if there is first character is h in uppercase and there is a another first character is h in lowercase, that means these are different character for the comparison. That time also it gives as a false statement. If we are giving that both character within same manner, like if we are putting that them within the same case, that is uppercase or lowercase, it gives as a true output. And it also comparing like string start with the a or string ends start with the b. That means it check individual character within that string one by one. It check each character of that string. If they are having some different character, it gives us output as a false. That is the actual function of our dot method. So one more point is that we are not able to override the equal to method. We are not able to override the equal to operator, but we are able to override that dot equals method by changing their arguments. We can able to change override that overload that our override that our equals to method. So that is overall scenario about that equals to method. Thank you.